All right, this is Mr. Wiggins. In this video, I'm going to work through the homework assignment 393, 10 through 17, and 394, 6 through 8 and 10. If I were you, I would get those done on your own first. At least try all of them to see where your weaknesses are before you watch the video. And then I would have a grading pen ready and a calculator. And as I go through, I would mark the ones that you got wrong. And then at the end, you might want to go back and rework the ones you missed at a minimum. All right, here we go. Number 10, you are going to just multiply 8 times 2 times 6 because it's a regular rectangular prism. So 8 times 2 times 6 is 16 times 6, which happens to be 96, and it's always going to be cubic inches. So that one wasn't too hard. Number 11, a lot of people think you're supposed to divide by 3 on this, but you don't. It's 7.5 times 4 divided by 2 to find the area of this triangle. And that's important because that's going to help you get the volume. Once you get the area of that, that would tell you how many blocks fit in that first layer. And then you're going to layer that back times 8. So that's the work that you would show for that one. All right, so you do all that math and you're going to get, I think, 120 cubic meters. All right, so again, this is not a pyramid, it's a triangular prism. 12 is the same as 10. You're just going to multiply 15. I'm not going to show the work this time. I'm going to go ahead and just type it in. 15 times 4.5 times 9 is 607.5 cubic millimeters. All right, here we go. 13. All three of these are pyramids. All three of these will have a divided by 3 as my last step, always, for all pyramids and nothing else. So 13, I look for the right angle. 17 is kind of hard to tell from the picture, but 17 and 15 meet at a right angle on the bottom. So it's 17 times 15 divided by 2. So you always find the area of the base. So this part, if you look back at your notes, that's the big B base that we talk about. Then you're going to multiply it times the height, and you're going to divide by 3. Every single time. The formula is big B, little h, divided by 3. Base times height divided by 3.
The STEM meeting after school today has been
Pardon
rescheduled from
for
8
the
to 8.
announcements.
There was
That'll give me a chance to type this in.
problem with the speaker for today. The STEM meeting for today has been canceled. It has been rescheduled for May 8th. Also, Magic Club is canceled today.
Magic Club
Magic Club
canceled.
after school. And the study hall today is going to be in Miss Healy's room. Study hall today in Miss Healy's room.
All right, I hope you got all that. She made a guest appearance and she didn't even know it. The big base, area of the base is 127.5. Multiply it times 20 divided by 3. Should get 850 cubic feet. 14, it's a weird shape, so he gave you the base. So all you have to do is multiply 210 times 30 divided by 3. 210 times 30 divided by 3 is going to give you 2,100 cubic inches. All right, 15, area of the base is 8 times 8. So 8 times 8 is this time, this is the big base. Notice I don't have to divide by 2 because it's not a triangle, it's just a square. Then you multiply it times the 9 to stack it and divide by 3. All right, so you do all that, and you end up with 64, that, 192. All right, 64 times 9 divided by 3, 192 millimeters cubed. So that's the first assignment. Oh, I actually have a couple more. These aren't too bad. I would take square or rectangle for that one. It looks more like a square to me. We're just talking about the purple cross section here. That's a square, and this one's a triangle. Those should be the easiest questions on the quiz, honestly. All right, we're moving on to the next page. These are similar to what we've already done. I need to find, this is a prism. I need to find the area of the base. Oh, my marker stopped working on me. There we go. So 12 times 6 divided by 2 Then I'm going to stack it back times 9. That's it. So that would be 324 cubic inches. All right, 7, easy peasy. 4 times 2 times 5.2 is 41.6 cubic yards. And then 8 is a pyramid. So I need to find the area of the base times the height divided by 3. Area of the base is 24 times the height, which is 6, divided by 3. The area of the base is a rectangle, so I don't need to divide by 2. If I did, if it was a triangle, I would. All right, so you divide by 3 because it's a pyramid, and you get 48 cubic millimeters. Okay, I'm almost finished. The home stretch, number 10. They want to double the volume of this graham cracker box. The manufacturer will either double the height or the width. The height or the width. There's a question like this on the quiz, so make sure you know how to do this. Which option uses less cardboard? Well, if I double, so let's just do, less cardboard means surface area. So you do have one surface area question on the quiz tomorrow, or actually a couple times when you need to find the surface area, maybe 2 or 3. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to double the width first. So let me start by just writing the original dimensions down, 6, 2, and 9. I'm going to double this is the width. I'm going to double the width first. That's 6, 4, and 9. All right, so I doubled the width only. Now I'm going to find the surface area by just using the heart method. So I'm just going to go 6 times 4, 24. 9 times 4, 36. 6 times 9, 54. And I'm going to add those up and double it, just like we did a ton of these the last quiz. All right, so you do that, and you end up with 228. So that's when I double the width. Now I'm going to double the length. No, sorry, the height. The height doubled would be the 9 doubled. So it's 6. I'm going to go back to the 2. You have to go back to the original dimensions. Now I'm doubling the height only. So now I'm going to go through and find the surface area for this the same way I did a second ago. And I think 6 times 18 is 108. Yeah. And then I'm going to add those up and double it to find the surface area. And that's 156. Oh, I forgot to double it, sorry. 312, I was just showing you a common mistake right there. All right, 312. So if you compare these two surface areas, very clearly it would be much better for them to double the width. So A, it's better to double the width because the surface area is much smaller. The numbers are closer together. 6, 4, and 9 are much closer together than 6, 2, and 18. So that's kind of a giveaway too. The volume of the new graham cracker box would be just 6 times 4 times 9 or 6 times 2 times 18. It's the same either way. So the volume would be the same whether you double the width or the height. So the new volume is 216 cubic inches. So this is part B, the volume. Part A was kind of a long problem. I had to, all this other stuff is part A. Kind of messy, sorry. So I doubled, once again, I doubled the 2 first. I doubled the 2 to a 4. And then I found the surface area by using the ellipse or heart method. Don't forget to double it. I got 228 square inches. Then I doubled the 9, which is the height, to get 18. And I went back to the original width because you're just supposed to double one or the other. And I got a bigger surface area. All right, so it's kind of important that you understand this problem. All right, that's it. I hope it helped. Good luck on the quiz. Just to remember that main 2 things to remember are that a prism like this or this, these are prisms, right? And these, you just do base times height. area of the base times the height, right? So the area of that one would be 18 times 2, for example. If I had the same kind of drawing over here, I would have to do, the base kind of changes on a triangular prism. The base is the triangle always. The triangle is always the base. So I would do 6 times 2 divided by 2 times 3. All right, so that's the main difference. On this other one, 6 times 3 was the base, and I just stacked it up times 2. So that's how you do prisms. Area of the base times the height, and then if it's a pyramid, if it all comes to a point, the formula changes to area of the base times the height divided by 3. The only difference is you divide by 3. And that's it. And we'll see you tomorrow.